When it comes to synchronicity and coincidence, I wonder, was this universe creative? That the universe can hear my thoughts? Hey God! Hey universe! Can you hear my thoughts? What you want? You hear that? It's speaking to me! Who are you? I am Zeus! You're Zeus? Yo! Let me become a god! No! I have to do something to make you a god, but since you were born a human, I'm sorry! God, or Zeus, why can't I drink your blood and become God? So I can become as powerful as you? No, mortal! You stay like that! That's too sad, man. That's sad, man. Anyway, I'm talking about synchronicity and how can we increase more of it. But of course, what does this have to do with this lady? This lady is amazing. Should get this book. Upside down. Should get this book. Now, when it comes to this lady, I respect this lady and I look up to him. Or not him. Sorry about that. Her. It's because she used to be, well, former. I read it. She was former CEO and she created Huffington Post, right? And that, you know, we live in a male-dominant society and we consider successful if we were burnt out and, you know, people were bragging if they don't get enough. I mean, they'll say, yeah, I have this amount of sleep, but she talked about in her book that we need certain number of hours of sleep, you know, to be able to function. You know, for me, I need certain, because sleeping is recharging your brain, it recharges your body. If you go out or not go out, if you consider to work out, you need like 8 to 9 hours of sleep, because sleeping, what it do, it burn your fat percentage, and if you don't have a certain number of hours, you know, you don't burn that fat percentage. And for me, I need sleep because I need to be able to function and process and to be able to make decisions. Because if you're in sleep deprivation, you can't make decision. You can't think. Right? You're like, I need sleep. You just try to sleep. You know. Anyway, we're talking about synchronicity and coincidence. I believe that, you know, the mysterious, you know, life or the universe is very mysterious if you're not awake. What I mean by awake is a lot of people are asleep right now, meaning that the average person are not aware of their truest potential, which means that their potential, if they are aware of the union with them and the universe are combined, when they become aware that there is meaning to life, there is coincidence, see, I don't believe in coincidence because synchronicity and law of attraction is the same, but I don't believe in coincidence because I can cause a certain type of event to happen for me. You know, if I set up my vibration high, you know, if I change certain vibration higher and send it to the universe and do my part, and the universe somehow will rearrange itself and create that reality, because I believe that we are all creators in our universe. So that's it for, I'm going to be talking about I like synchronicity, but I haven't dived deep like I did dive deep in law of attraction. I mean, because basically law of attraction is mainstream, you know. So let's start with reading synchronicity, if we will. Okay. One pathway to awakening wonder in our lives is the serendipity of coincidence. And in fact, if we open to it, it's not just a pathway, but a fast track. Coincidence, however, elicit our curiosity about the nature of the universe and all that we don't know yet. There's something about coincidence that delight us. There are thousands upon thousands of examples to choose from, yet so many that they lose their strange power over us, and that the combination of improbable training and felicity has a kind of magic power. The philosopher of author Schopenhauer, I don't know how to say his name, coincidence were the wonder
full pre-established harmony of the universe. To Carl Jung, they were acts of creation in time, or acts of creation in time. To the author and journalist Arthur Koestler, they were puns of destiny. We don't know what coincidence mean or arrive at some grand conclusion we were encountering, but they serve as a sporadic reminder to maintain our sense of wonder, to stop every now and again and allow ourselves to be fully present in the moment and open to life mystery. They're sort of forced reboot. In my experience, in her experience, whatever your spiritual beliefs, whether you believe in something larger than yourself in the universe or not, we all love coincidence. There may be some I don't know how to say that word, but I probably should look that up, who don't, but I haven't met them yet. Coincidences are kind of like shortcuts to a very big question about faith, about God, even to people who don't believe in either one, said Sarah Craignick, producer of public radio, This American Life. The notion that somewhere out there, someone or something is paying attention to your life, that there might be a plan conjured through coincidence. She also talked about Carl Jung. Carl Jung is a Swiss psychologist. He coined synchronicity, right? Carl Jung used the term coincidence to describe events that are other than casual, the products of a falling together in time, a kind of similarity. Jung grew interest in synchronicity by hearing stories of his patients that he could not explain as chance groupings, and which were connected so meaningfully that their chance occurrence would represent a degree of improbability that would have to be expressed by an astronomical figure. To Jung, synchronicity wasn't just about a chance event, but about the interplay between the chance event and a person's psychological state at the time. Synchronicity, he wrote, therefore means the simultaneously occurrence of a certain psychic state, which one or more internal events which appear as meaningful parallels to the momentary subjective state, and in certain case, vice versa. He concluded that we must regard them as active acts, as continuous creation of a pattern that exists from all eternity, repeats itself spontaneously, and is derived from any known acceptance. That's perhaps why in Beyond Coincidence, the example used by majority of representatives when asked about religious and spiritual moments in their lives were about coincidence. But if coincidences are a sign that there is meaning and design in the universe, there are consequences for how we live our lives, because if there is meaning in the universe, there's meaning in our daily life, the choice we make and so we can choose to live in a way that help us live fuller, more complete life, aligned with what matters, a life that isn't defined by our salaries and resume, a life that encompasses all that we are and can become. Now, how can we cause more synchronicity or more coincidence to happen? Well, I wouldn't use the term synchronicity, but I would use the mainstream law of attraction, because law of attraction is about vibe, right? It's about causing our vibration, sending our vibe through the medium of the molecule. Of course, they have 111, 333, 222, stuff like that. Now, in order to use coincidence, or not use, or to cause things to appear as if it was coincidence, it is be able to think a thought and believe in that thought and internalize that thought, make it become powerful, right? And send it to the medium of the molecule. And you're sending a signal to the people of the universe to attract what you want, right? And it's by focusing that thought frequency, and that thought frequency become more powerful, more potent, if you will. Because I believe that, let's say if you take an idea, right? It's like you can create a magic wand, and what happens is you paint a picture. You take an idea, you pull it from the ether, and then you not pull it from the ether, but you pull it from the invisible realm, right? You pull it, you give that idea power, You give that idea energy, if you will, and then you send it to the ether or the through the universe or the signal, because you are and I are radio station. So I remember Frank Joseph, you know, the one who write Synchronicity in You. He said you gotta be passionate in something to cause more to come to a synchronicity. But you have to become aware that it's happening to you. Otherwise you miss the moment. You have to be present in order to be able to grasp synchronicity. You know, I have synchronicity happen to me, or coincidence happen to me many times. One other time I remember I had one that I remember vividly. You know, synchronicity can, you know, I was going to college that time, and what happened is I missed the bus. The bus was just right there, and it went, right? And what happened is a coincidence happened. You know what happened? My friend saw me, right? Saw me. That's a good thing, right? Good thing happened, right? So my friend saw me, and he drove us, because he had one of my friends drove us to college, to the college. And that's one of the coincidences I see a lot. I mean, we all have coincidences. It's just that we say, oh wow, that's what a coincidence, we say, but it's our thought that projected to the medium of the molecule. And it's about sending a signal to our subconscious, to sending a signal to the universe, because I believe that we're trying to be one with, like Bob Barker said, we're trying to be one with the universe, superconscious, subconscious, because subconscious, and because basically if you use the subconscious, or you know, the third eye, whatever you want to call it, we can communicate with this universe, because the universe is creative, it's intelligent. That's why it's creation. You know, that's why they have creation. You know, multiple galaxies, because it's creating. You know, because we are in act of creating our reality, whether it's through online, whether it's on the physical universe. We're always creating. We don't have to be a victim, right? We can cause things to vibrate at our level. If we want to attract a higher person, a higher level, successful people, we have to become that type of person to attract that. We have to become so aware, so that we're already growing, that we attract people to us, and what, you know, they call it out of the blue. We try fall into place, stuff like that. It's coincidence, people, that cause things to happen. You know, but you also have to take. But I realize what good things mean to people. It means that action based upon what your fulfillment are, your meaning of success. That's why they say good things that happen to people. It's what it give meaning to them. It's what they want, right? So in order to vibrate, or you have to give attention to this idea that you can create your idea. Let's say you sent an idea out and it didn't work. It didn't work because you have an expectation. It should be now, or it should be it should be what we expected. But you know, the universe has its own time, its own arranged system. You know, and you say, "What's your experience? What's your experience of success?" I just told you about the coincidence that happened, but I have experienced the law of attraction. I mean, I already said that a couple of my videos, so I don't know if I want to say it again. You know, I attracted best-selling author, you know, of the law of attraction. Crazy, right? That was crazy. It was awesome too, but no doubt, he's also my friend too. So anyway, that's all I got for how to increase more, because you have to become a magnet. Because you have an aura around you, right? You have a vortex, and things always come in and out of you, but you have to be able to project it, and you have to no doubt that you know that's gonna come. You know in your mind that's already happening. Otherwise, if you self-doubt and you self-sabotage, it won't happen the way you want it to. So that's it for today about, you know, synchronicity. I like that one, and I want you to subscribe to this channel, because I believe in you. I believe that you have the potential to become great, to pull something out of you that you could never pull out of. You know, I want you to become aware that you have this immense power. You have to believe that. I don't know who you are and what you are, but you have greatness within. You have great ability to achieve whatever you wanted to achieve. Subscribe, like my video, and I'll see you on the next video.